What is up, YouTube? We have a new series idea called "What Can Beat Full Power Tearlament." So Stefan is starting in Trooper, and he's just gonna throw a bunch of different decks at me, and we're playing. He gets to play. We're playing with modern rules and everything, but he gets to have like erratas and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I'm playing with basically what this format would have played with. And I started in Trooper. Um, Michael already knows this.
mm,
Basically, Michael will know how I'm advancing. So it it's not gonna be like some unfair stuff.
yeah,
Because I know what deck he's playing. He's always going to basically know what format I'm in. But my justification for Trooper format is this is a slight turning point in Yu-Gi-Oh, in my opinion. And this is like a super my opinion thing. While Michael's playing his turn, I'll explain it pretty well. Is that this is when the decks actually started getting a little bit more consistent. And instead of relying on like completely relying on one combo going off, holy crap, Chain Link 5. Um, we're seeing actual deck building starting to happen at this point. So it was the only justification I had was to start here. Uh, am I going to win this game? No, I think I've already lost at this point. But I think it's a good starting point. I wasn't going to start in Yugi Joey because that would have just been, or not Yugi Joey, Yugi Kaiba because that would have just, yeah, it would have been a real awful. All
yeah.
of my experience in playing older formats, the correct place to start where it wouldn't feel like I got a cheeky win and it wasn't the power of the deck, but just the power of the stupidity was Trooper format. Trooper format is, for the most part, the most fair, unfair format, if that makes any sense.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
But I think you're going to OTK me at this point.
Uh, yeah, probably. This. Alright, we can do this, and this.
I do not have any real cheeky plays. I probably shouldn't have gone first. You know what?
Okay.
This thing will special summon itself if I pop it.
Hit Mills 5. Sacred
And then the other one,
can banish itself from field. So, okay, that's 23. 3. Mill 5. Woo! Watch it go. Okay.
not my Jinzo. That card seems so much more powerful in retrospect.
Yeah.
Like all of my power cards are getting hit right now, and I'm just like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is definitely a different game.
This is like some of the most unfair feeling Yu-Gi-Oh I think I've ever played. Again, and it's like it feels like I'm actually beating up on a small child.
Punching down, it
Yeah.
feels like it, but it's fine. I can handle this because I'm intrigued. So like these first few games that we do when we record them, um, it's basically going to be me figuring out how I'm going to play. Um,
That's fair.
Nothing in my deck.
Good
Like I
snap.
realize I'm gonna have to throw. That's why I didn't start so early.
Yeah.
Because if I started early enough, I think I would have basically figured it out and just statistically I would have a nibbly win. But I want it to actually be a skillful win. But yeah. Yeah. Um oh, oh yes. I can do this. I can do this.
Don't have much
This
for
deck
you in the way of like stuff that actually will work on you.
I have one card. And I did not draw. This is going to be a short episode.
Do be.
This deck had Banisher of Radiance in the sideboard. I was just going to tell you to deal with it.
Oh, yeah, no, that that might have gotten me otherwise.
So, the caveat to this series is I won't pick decks that are obviously queued against his. At that front, though, I don't look at the sideboard.
Yeah.
So if they do have things in the sideboard that are correct for a graveyard deck, that makes sense. But in this, you're not going to see me play Gravekeepers or something like that, where I just, get the win because I'm playing a massively good deck.
Or, well, a
Good.
a deck that's geared specifically to pay graveyards,
Yeah.
I guess. Because, like,
Basically.
Because I'm perfectly fine with playing against decks that are that are like have graveyard hate in them and stuff like that. And that are like powerful. I just don't think it would be like a fair showing like
Yeah.
otherwise. Because like imagine just flip a Necro Valley and then I have to sit there and just go, well, how do I do this? And I guess that could be for some interesting stuff, like interesting plays and how I have to think of how I'm gonna out what you did.
There is, if I remember right, a format where the best deck is Gravekeeper,
Yeah.
and we're going to have to cross that bridge.
I think I can out it.
But it's not like
but...
I think you can too, but God, I have to find the correct version of that too. I'm already looking at the next deck I'm gonna play.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I can spend this time just I know where this is going. I'm just letting you show off your plays. That's basically it. Like, is this how people feel when they're playing with like underpowered decks against the meta?
Probably.
I can't do anything.
All right, Merly, get him.
This next form doesn't have anything good. Heck yeah, we're drawing.
I mean, you can move to like jump ahead a few formats if you don't think that there's anything in there that's even like remotely.
Nothing of note is going to be in that format.
Yeah. You do like data return, I guess, but I think the Bestials will just like hard counter you.
Yeah.
All right. That was episode 1. That was probably really short. We're only recording my point of view for these, so don't expect anything crazy like the memes and stuff. But that's going to do it for this video. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you like this sort of content, liking, commenting, subscribing is the best way to help out. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.